Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 43 of FTB Revelations, where today I'm downstairs upgrading my auto-crafting setup. Just a smidgen. Boop, 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 boop. Huzzah! That looks pretty good, right? You come over here, buddy. So as a reminder, each one of these crafting storages, right, the bigger the crafting storage, the more complex the craft can be. And the coprocessors here, the crafting storage can craft one thing at a time. But coprocessors make it so it can craft 2, 3, or 4 things at a time. So if it has to, for example, smelt something, it can both smelt something and craft something and pulverize something all at the same time and track all that. So coprocessors are pretty useful upgrades to speed up the auto crafting, right? Totally recommend them if you're going to be doing lots of complex crafts. Speaking of crafts, let's get some building gadget stuff. I'm going to ask for like 3,000 construction paste. That is actually very doable right now. It'll probably take a little while, but it's totally doable. I suspect that we're going to see, probably the first thing we're going to see cooking up is this guy. Right? Yeah, you're going to need to be a little bit faster. Can I have a little upgrade kit, please? Thanks, Chief. And probably a few augments. Times 4-ish. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to do. See how much faster that crafted compared to like the last couple times I've crafted things? So that's pretty cool, right? Yeah, I'm a fan. Oh, are you making... Yeah, you're the fast capacitor. Are you still a slower one? No, you have Octadic now. Alright, good. How's my, this stuff coming along, by the way? Where is it? I thought I made a drawer for this. Maybe I didn't. I did make a drawer, but then I didn't use it. Go Direwolf. Enderio, we've got 860 Grains of Infinity. Not bad. Not quite as good as I would have thought, but not terrible. So I think today we're going to get back to what I wanted to do last episode, which was build a cool, giant structure for Astral Sorcery, right? And then we'll kind of go from there. Yeah, I think that's a plan. All right, so first things first, right? We have a lot of marble, but we don't have quite enough, right? If we look at our copy-paste gadget here, you can see that roughly speaking, we need 6,000 blocks. So I think what I'm going to do is build a majority of this out of marble, right? Like, we'll get the 2,097 bricks, and we'll get the 2021 brick stairs. And then we'll go from there and see how much marble is left. And, you know, stuff and things. Are you filling back up with power? Yeah, you kind of are. So I'm actually, relatively speaking, closer than I thought to having enough marble. I want to get just a little bit more actual marble before we go too crazy with the construction paste. So I'm flying over to another one of these temples that I found once. And I think I'm just going to harvest it up. Does that sound like a plan? Ooh. I think that sounds like a plan. Now the fact that that's there tells me I've probably already... Yeah, I already got all the resources out of this thing. The astral resources, that is. So, back in a minute. Just a little bit of work to do. So, I think I might have pulled this off. Oh, actually, maybe I didn't. We'll find out. Because I need the engraved city marble, right? That's what we need. So, engraved, you take some chiseled. Hopefully that's the right one. 24 more? I can do that. Yeah. Hey, sweet. We've got all the things we need. Awesome. I'm not going to have to use construction paste after all. Let's put you away then. Nice. All right. Cool. Well, with that said, let's take a nap and go build this awesome looking astral structure, yeah? Let's do it. So this is about where I wanted it to be, right? This is the positioning. This is the final, absolutely, this is where it's gonna go kind of thing. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I mean, it's not super centered with these two, but like it's much bigger, right? So it makes sense that it would like start kind of in the front and like kind of the same positioning in the front, roughly, and then you know, do the thing. Now I might, like I said, wind up moving my farms at some point. We'll see. I'll have to decide if I want to move them or what I want to do with this area, because I haven't totally, you know, planned out exactly how this base is going to look. It's just kind of growing organically as they usually do, and I'm trying to do nice. Trying to make a little bit of a nicer little setup here. No promises, but, you know, I'm trying. All right, let's do the thing, shall we? Here goes nothing. Placing it in the world. Woohoo! Man, that is fun to watch. I am not going to lie. I do quite enjoy that. Oh, boy. Creepers. Hey, Build Me. How you doing? That looks pretty cool, right? That looks pretty good, I would say. I more wanted this thing here. All right, cool. And let's maybe fill in this area. Meh. I think what I'm going to do is horizontal wall this. That's probably a good way to fill it in. All right, that's pretty cool, right? Yeah, hey, we've got like a really nice looking astral structure here. I'm hoping, so like we definitely have some like, you know, visions of the sky right here, right? So if we wanted a couple like astral rituals, these might be good spots for them. I'm just hoping that like where the crystal would go in the ritual is visible to the sky, but I think it is. The other thing for this structure is I believe there's supposed to be some flames on the netherrack as well. So do I have a flint and steel? I thought I usually had, yeah, there it is. Cool. Just wasn't seeing it. There's actually like a good amount of netherrack laying around that we can light up. Yeah, looking good. And we're totally going to need a feral flare lantern, though. Because, you know. And that smooth stone can go away. Nice. Okay. That's cool, right? Now, is there more netherrack? I think there is. Yeah. And then some up here, right? Hey, that's pretty spiffy. Right, though? All right. Now let's get a feral flare lantern or two at least. Right? How am I going to position this? Will it go above itself a little bit, or does it only go below? It doesn't super duper say, but let's find out. So this is about the center. Right? So then he should be placing light sources around. Did I already create a mob farm down there? I might have. I think I'm hearing mob farm sounds. We totally did. Holy cow, that's a lot of bad guys. I was not prepared for that level of bad guys. Make sure that area is claimed. You know, before creepers. Yeah, I totally just made a giant mob. Well, that's why we have feral flare lanterns in the stack, right? Okay. Let's see where the setup for lighting should be. Probably around here-ish. Put all this stuff away. And you can go away. And you can go away. Cool. So another Pharaoh Flare Lantern maybe down here-ish. I want it to be roughly in this chunk area. And hopefully you will light up the area well enough for me, sir. He'll slowly light up the area. I'm just really impatient with it. Like, I want to see everything well lit. And determine if I need another one. Because I might. Because doesn't it look like we don't have enough coverage? Kind of looks that way, doesn't it? A little bit. We might need more, friends. We might, in fact, need more. Yeah, would you look at that? We might need more Pharaoh Flare Lanterns. My oh my. Now, are you covering up above here? You are, so that's good at least. That's good. But I think we might need more of these dudes. Oh, and you're off-center, too. I did a bad job with centering that thing. Is that more centered? Yeah, that looks good. I was close. Alright, let's get, like, 4 more of these dudes, and I'm gonna put them, like, in the corners, and hopefully that will be sufficient. And we'll see if that helps with the floor below, and if not, then we'll go from there. Cool? Alright, that's looking pretty good. I don't know what I'm gonna put in this basement, if I'm being totally honest. I have no idea, but we'll figure that out. Alright, now that we have a cool place to do some astral magics. You know, down in the basement there, I could set up some of my automations. That would be fun. Does it need to see Starlight? I don't know, we'll see. We'll figure it out. We got some automations to do. Hey, cool, a little bit of Starlight growing here. That's not too bad. Let's make it nighttime, though, to see what we're really talking about in terms of Starlight power. So remember, there's, with Astral Sorcery, right, there's basically the power of the stars, right, which is a good time. Starlight feeds energy into your luminous crafting table, and basically at midnight you're going to have the most power in this thing. Now there's 2 things that affect how much energy you receive in your Starlight table. Number 1 is the height. If you're higher up in the world, you're going to get more Starlight. End of story, right? So just be taller and you're better. Option 2 is there are spots in the world where Starlight is more concentrated. So if you build your altar in one of those spots, you're going to be in a better position. You generally don't need to do that, though. Because once you get deeper into Astral Sorcery, there's going to be collector crystals, which you can focus on your table. And once you get those, you're basically never going to need to worry about Starlight again. You're going to have plenty of Starlight energy pretty much all the time. So nothing to worry about, right? So that's pretty cool. I might... The one thing I don't like is the constant sound of fire. Like, am I weird? This guy, right? Yeah, this is the one I want. Am I weird for not liking the constant sound of fire? I don't know. Oh, look at that. Line of sight disabled. The lantern replace lights everywhere. Oh, that's cool. So blacklist, add recent fire ambient. Oh, look at that. 256 range. My goodness. Yeah, that's cool. I'm down with that. All right. Much better. Much better. So just here in this area, we're gonna mute fire sounds, and I feel like that's a good time. All right. So hey, last time we played with Astral Sorcery, we crafted ourselves a luminous crafting table, and by doing that, we unlocked a new chapter called Exploration, which is awesome. And in here, we get access to a bunch of new and cool things that we can do. The Phosnic Resonator, that's how you find those spots that are more powerful. But what I want to make is a light well. So we're going to need some marble and a rock crystal and some aquamarines. And these are going to collect a resource for us. So let's get some aquamarines. Let's get some marble. Now I should have some marble left in here. So I'm just going to take all these marbles out of here. Because realistically, they don't need to live in this setup anymore. But we're going to be prepared to use them going forward, right? So light well here. Which types of marble do I need for a light well? Runed and chiseled. Right? So runed and chiseled and aquamarines. And then we're also going to need some crystals here. Now, we can see the attributes on the crystals now. There's 3 attributes we are concerning ourselves with. There's size, purity, and cutting. Size we can modify, and cutting we can modify. And purity we can kind of improve, but it takes a long time to get to a max purity. Size and cutting, very easy to improve. So what we want to do is save a good crystal. Well, it's not that important, because by the time we really care about purity and cutting, we're probably going to want the next tier of crystal anyway. So let's get a couple light wells using low purity crystals, right? And then we should be able to craft light well. There you are. Sweet. Awesome. And to kick off the crafting process, we are going to need a wand. Wand. Did I accidentally put you away? I did. Bing. And then he absorbs the energy of the light. And hey, sometimes you get a little flare here, which are super cool looking dudes. Hello, Flare. He's just a friendly little guy. He ain't gonna hurt nothing. So generally I like to grab 3 light wells. Just to get things going. And you can see it used a little bit of that Starlight power to do the craft, but it very quickly charged back up. Now different crafts require different amounts, and we're gonna have to see as we upgrade our altar here whether we've got a decent amount of Starlight. Now the next task for us is to start collecting Starlight in our light wells. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is place these in the world. And there's a couple things we can place on our light wells to start collecting Starlight, and different things give you different amounts of Starlight, but everything that you place on these has a chance to break every so often, and sometimes they'll break immediately, and sometimes they'll break after 10 minutes, right? And different things accumulate different amounts. But the most basic thing to use is an aquamarine. It's the cheapest and easiest resource to collect, and as a result, typically the lowest thing that you'll get. So, hey, how cool is that looking? Nice, right? So we're collecting liquid Starlight. And to help with that, I wouldn't mind a tank from my buddy Thermal. And maybe a couple kits, hardened and reinforced. Sound cool? Okay. And what we're going to do is pop you... Maybe I want to move you. Well, we'll figure it out. For now, I'm just going to boop and conduits. And yet a wrench. Pressurized fluid conduits. Oh, that's right. I think you can only hook up from the bottom, can't you? Or maybe the top. Oh, that was just luck, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think only the bottom can be piped out of. I'm already breaking this beautiful structure. So 1, 2, 3 to here. And then you're going to be not insert but extract, you're going to be not insert but extract, and you're going to be not insert but extract. And then you are going to chill right there. Cool. And now we're accumulating liquid Starlight. And like I said, there's a chance that those things will break every now and then, so you just got to replace them. And it'll continue to accumulate Starlight. More so at night, and I think you want line of sight to the sky. Though these don't exactly have that right now, so I'm not sure if it's a problem that they don't see the sky. Obviously, they're producing Starlight at a decent rate, so we'll see. All right, back in a minute. All right, we're back. So a little bit of liquid Starlight forming up here, which looks pretty good. So that's one of the things we need to do. Wow, you broke already? I literally just replaced these. I'm telling you, they can break super quick or not for a long time. It takes a while, right? There's other things we can put on there, like I said, but we'll get there, right? So we've got crystal growth going on. So you can increase the size of your crystals by dropping in liquid starlight, which is cool. So there's other things we can do down here. We can make a grindstone, which we will probably just make right now. Why not? Grindstone. Is this a... That's a luminous table, right? So any marble, wood, and sticks. Okay, wood, sticks, and any marble makes a grindstone. Let's just make one of these real quick, because why not? That seems like a good idea to me. Cool. This will increase the cutting of those gems, right? So drop a gem in a whirlpool of liquid starlight, increases its size, like the starlight absorbs into the crystal and makes it bigger, and then grind it on the grindstone to increase the cutting. And when you cut it, it lessens the size. So basically what you have to do is, you know, improve those stats. And those stats will affect things as we go throughout the mod and play with things. But just having a grindstone to get going here is probably a good move. Actually, I kind of want you to move back one, because you clip into the wall a little bit and that don't look cool. Ah. Boop. Thank you. Let's put you there. That's definitely better, right? I think that's cool. Keep collecting starlight for me. Now, we could totally, by the way, like, it doesn't hurt to keep clicking this thing. So if we wanted to, right, or even with, like, other things. So if we wanted to, we could set up, like, an auto-clicker here, right? We can make, like, a mechanical user. Does that seem like a fair... Get, like, 3 of these? Hey, I need more levers. It's a thing. Right? And what we could do is just kind of set this up. Boop, boop, boop. And then you, and you. I think this will work. I think. All right, so let's see what we have to set this to. Use item on block. Activate block with item. All right, that's what we want. Activate block with item. Cool. So now what it'll do is it'll constantly refill these things, you know, and until at least we run out of aquamarines. But that'll get us a decent amount of liquid starlight, which will be a nice start. All right, so the main thing to do in this chapter, right, there's not a lot in the discovery chapter, right? There's a handful of, like, mechanics, right? It teaches you about crystal growth and changing crystal attributes. There's some crystal tools, but I don't think they're all that useful. There's nocturnal illumination powder, which are neat. There's the cave illuminator, which is a nifty gadget. But the main thing to look at, there's also the telescope, right? The looking glass. The next chapter unlocks the telescope, right? But the Starlight crafting altar is really what's up. So we're going to need some marble, and we're going to need a rock crystal and a liquid starlight bucket to upgrade the altar. But then in addition to that, we have to place the altar on what's now going to be a multi-block structure. And that's pretty important. So what I happen to have is a copy-paste of said multi-block structure handy. So let's get that loaded up. So if we paste this in and load it, boom, there's your multi-block structure that we're going to need. So let's make sure that we get some sooty marble, because we totally need some of that. And Astral, we also need some of you. We need 24 of these dudes, which I should be able to get more of pretty easily. And then we're also going to need some of the wavy line ones. Yeah, that looks good. All right, cool. Let's take half of you, and we're going to chisel them back into marble form. Cool. All right, so that should be good now? Yeah, we have enough for the multi-block. Perfect. So now let's also get ourselves a bucket ready to go, and a rock crystal. It doesn't super matter which one at this point. I'm not going to focus too much on attributes. And then that should be cool. And then the Starlight crafting altar. That's luminous. Starlight, there we go. 2 chiseled and 4 pillars. I think that should be good. Yeah, we should be right there. So let's do the thing. So first step, let's get the crafting of this upgrade complete, right? So let's do you. Bucket of Starlight. Boop. Okay. And you're ready to go do the thing. And we might have enough Starlight energy there. And if we don't, we can just... Yeah, it looks like we don't have enough. It actually, I'm struggling to see. We might be, like, literally on the line of how much we need. Let's make it nighttime. Because at night, we should have no problems, right? Am I missing something here? Do you need a full bar? Oh, I guess you do. Okay, today I learned. Alright, we are upgrading our altar. That's cool. And then once upgraded, we'll get the rest of the stuff ready, right? Doing good. I'm not feeling a lot of energy here from Starlight, but I think we can make it work. Hey, hey, your vision expands. Nice. Now we're getting the red bar down here because we don't have the multi-block structure underneath the thing. But we're about to fix that. So hey, copy-paste gadget, where are you at? Yeah, let's reset you. Ah, there you are. Okay, cool. So basically what we want... I think this looks like a good place to anchor him, right? So let's go down a Y level. Does that feel pretty good? We actually probably want to go this way. That feels pretty cool, right? Yeah. That might be the right structure. No, because we need some of that wavy stuff to go in there. Ah, perfect. Actually, that's pretty cool. That was an unintended ability of the tool, but I guess that works. Yeah, that works. Sweet. Yeah, now that's what we're talking about. Not an intended ability, to be fair, but it works. So we're about 3/4-ish of the way full on the Starlight thingy, and the moon's getting towards the top of the sky, so not a great amount of Starlight power here, but not terrible either. But I'll take it. So now we've unlocked the attunement chapter, which is a good time. Lots of cool things you can do inside Astral attunement section. One of the things I want to look at doing, though, so there's the crystal lens for transmitting Starlight energy. What is the thing that I want? Alignment perks, attunement. Is it in this chapter or is it in the other one? Might be the other one, actually. Exploration. Spectral relay? Yeah, that's what I want. I want a spectral relay. So the spectral relay can help channel extra Starlight energy into your altar. So what we're going to need is a glass lens, which is an aquamarine and some glass, so that shouldn't be too bad, right? And then we're also going to need some wood and some marble and some gold doohickeys, right? Gold nuggets. And some wood. Actually, we already have wood, so we're cool there. All right, so let's make ourselves the relay, right? So we're going to need a lens. And then we're going to want the relay. And that looks good. And then what I would love to do... Do I have a copy paste of the Astral relay? I don't know if I do, to be honest with you. It's like 3 blocks, so it's really not a big deal. Yeah, I don't think I have one handy, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Now I think it's about 16 blocks that the range that this thing affects, right? A clear view of the sky is certainly necessary with better results achieved at night. Has been placed high up but close to an altar. It will collect and focus starlight once a glass lens is placed inside it. So we're going to need another glass lens, that's right. So let's make another one of these dudes. The starlight is then redirected as small sparks to the nearest altar. Placing relays too close to each other will result in cannibalization of gathered starlight and will create much more disappointing results. So what I'm thinking we could do is set these guys up like around here-ish. Does that sound cool? Like if I set one up right in this corner, I'd be interested to see how well it works. And I think that would be a good place to go, right? So what it is it's a sooty marble in the middle. That was almost bad. Almost. Right? And then on the sides is the wavy one and the cubes in the corners. The wavy one and then the cubes in the corners. And then you. And then you. Now, what I wouldn't mind doing, just so we have, like, a reasonable understanding of how much better this is, because the Starlight level adjusts itself based on the position of the moon, right? So, like, right now, we're, like, right around the halfway mark. So if I toss this dude in here, hopefully he'll start collecting. So these sparkles are good. Sparkles are good. And wow, that's actually a pretty big boost. I'm surprised at how much of a boost that gave me. That's not bad at all. Yeah, I'll take that, because that's going to max me out once the moon hits, you know, the top of the sky, like around midnight. We should probably be maxed out. So that's pretty awesome. And I mean, I technically could throw another one here. And I don't remember, like, how far or close they need to be to each other to not cannibalize, but maybe one more in the opposite corner if I needed it before we get to the next tier of stuff. But yeah, look, we've totally maxed out our altar, and we're not even at midnight yet. So that is awesome. I'll take that. All right, so I'm going to call that wrapping up point for the episode. So let's wrap up here. We've got a nice astral structure going on. We've got the foundations of astral sorcery. We're going to come back next episode and probably get into ritual attunement and a few other cool things. For now, Darryl20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time, and for now, take it easy.